Sup nerds, I'm Tom. There's 2 new expansions for Chronicles of Crime out, Noir and Welcome to Redview, but in this video we're going to talk about Welcome to Redview. Don't you love throwing empty boxes? Much like the Noir expansion, Welcome to Redview kind of replaces a lot of the stuff in the base game. You still need the clue cards from the base game, but you have new character cards, you have new, the star, the special things, you have new locations, and you actually have actual characters that you are. So you have like the suspects, I guess I should say, and then you have characters, because one of the new things that this game adds is it actually adds more of like a role-playing element. So of course the theme is completely different. It's sort of like an E.T., Stranger Things, Scooby-Doo type of thing where you're kids trying to solve a mystery. You're like high schoolers, but there's kind of like some conspiracy-ish things going on, some more adult things that you probably shouldn't be, involved with, but you are. But also you're kids, so you have like a curfew. You have to be home by 10. You have dice that you can roll because you have a few stats, because there's some things, like again, there's some adults talking at a bar. Well, how'd you get into the bar? First of all, well, you had to climb up outside and get into the bar. And well, there's adults talking to the bar, so maybe you can try and read their lips, or maybe you could try and, sweet talk them into letting you into ask them what's going on, but maybe they're not going to talk to you because you're kids, so you have to roll some dice to see which, and if your stats kind of modify that to see how successful you are in those types of things. You also have these energy bars or power bars that allow you to do re-rolls and such. Of course, the art style is all different, and it really does feel Stranger Things-esque, like not to give anything away. And one of the bigger things with this one is that it's more of a campaign. There's kind of like a main storyline you go through. And there was like the first scenario in Chronicles of Crime was like a 3-part scenario. So that's not new to this game at all. But it is important to note that I'm pretty certain Noir was all separate. And in this one, it's like a main storyline you go through. But I mean, you do still like solve the first case, so to speak. But then there's like more questions and more to go from there to the next one, if trying not to spoil anything, but you know what I mean. It's they're more connected than the other ones are. And I have to say, with this one, I do like the theme. I think it's cool. I love Stranger Things. It's one of my favorite shows, so I really like, getting into that a bit. It's a very interesting storyline, but I think the role-playing aspects are just kind of meh. Like, it doesn't feel like we're doing all that much, like I'm rolling a dice. Okay, like we had one character, especially because, you don't like punch into the app which characters you are and stuff and what you rolled. You just kind of click success and failure. So not only is it all up to the honor system, but like, well, we'll just have this person do it because they have the best stats. They rolled it, okay, fine. And the app doesn't seem to track that all that well. Now, obviously, I haven't played through everything in Redview. I haven't played through every single scenario, so maybe that comes in, but in the games I've played, that hasn't been a factor. It's not a detriment to the game per se. I mean, you could more or less ignore it and just keep playing the game like you play regular Chronicles of Crime. I mean, that way you have it, I guess. And I'm glad that they included it because, they're trying to mix it up. They're trying to add new mechanics, make things a little bit different. But this, for me, I'm just kind of, okay, that aspect I don't really care about, but the storyline is cool. I like the theme. I like the artwork. Most importantly, I just want more Chronicles of Crime. I love this game. I want there to be 1,000 different scenarios I can play and different mysteries that I can solve. So I'm glad that there's more here and they're a different theme. That's cool. However, I do think I like the Noir expansion better. So if you buy the base game of Chronicles of Crime and you want more, I'd say get the Noir one first, then get Welcome to Redview, in, my opinion. But I mean, hey, I really think you should just get all of them. And if any of what I was talking about in this video sounds interesting to you, I'm going to put a purchase link to everything for Chronicles of Crime in the description box down below. Go ahead and get yourself some copies. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored. Sup nerds, I'm Tom. There's 2 new expansions for Chronicles of Crime out, Welcome to Redview and Noir, but in this video we're going to talk about, which one?